I always feel bad she was on the sofa, but then I also am just a bit disrespectful. I
feel bad because I'm kind of
just
horrible.
Disrespectful, yeah.
Everyone happy to continue?
I feel good.
Yeah, I feel good.
Just checking in, everyone's happy
Yeah.
to continue. Okay, great.
Yeah.
God, it's iconic, we've never had a third.
We're Seffi and Wing and Nayna. Oh, it's dreamy.
But I don't want to ruin the intro.
You could never.
God, the intro is quite funny as well because we do that at the end. We do a really free-flowing episode. Then it becomes the intro and I'm like, can we do another? Let's do another.
Yeah.
And I can't get
well,
my
they always
words out.
quite like succinct and like to the point.
Yeah.
Like you want to get across what it's about.
But they're weird because I also always say I'm better the first time I say something is the best time
time.
it will ever come out.
That's kind of ideal.
Yeah, it is good. But it's bad for an intro or an advert. Like, for example, Wing's always like, just make sure you get the word mental health in there. I'm like, I can't promise it.
She's like,
Yeah.
I can't
look,
promise
you
it.
can't, there's nothing I can say.
It-
Yeah, no, I
it
can't
might-
promise that.
It's like,
How would I know if I'm about to say mental
mental
health
health.
or
It's
not?
like, I can make you no promises, no
How-
guarantees.
I could not be to know. I can't
Yeah.
be held responsible. It's just a
Yeah.
cozy.
Lovely.
Yeah.
It is cozy in here.
Is it?
Have I made it too
cozy
cold?
in that it's dark? Yeah.
I would even go colder.
I'm happy with the temperature.
Okay, good.
I'm kind of happy with it. Cold,
Okay,
colder feels like I might have
It's such a
goosebumps.
luxury
I'm a
to have
bit
access
burning
to
up.
aircon.
We did also pick somehow the hottest day of the year
Yeah.
to drag you down to Shoreditch, so sorry about that.
No, I love Shoreditch. I love to be here. I feel like I'm like not portraying enough how cool it is to be here.
Well, that's
But
what I'm
I'm
saying.
hoping that that's just like
It goes that saying.
it's obvious.
I feel like we're the ones who need to make clear, like, no.
No,
but, like,
we are
really,
grateful.
like-
We're actually so grateful that you're doing this. Like, we were really
We
like,
really are.
we need you to know, like, how
much
nice
we
it
adore,
is.
we adore, we adore.
Like, we've always said we will only ever have two guests. One is Nayna, one is Miley
Miley
Cyrus.
Cyrus. I was listening to that episode yesterday.
Oh my god,
We've got a 50%, we've not
success
you out,
rate.
so- yeah, Miley, here you come.
Oh Miley. It's too much. Like I'm
It's not
so
enough.
like I can't even express, so I'm just gonna leave it.
Oh my god, thank you so
Nayna.
much.
I'll just not say anything.
Have we ever spoken about how you found us?
How did you actually?
on Spotify the little
Oh, yeah.
recommended. And I thought
Underneath your podcast.
Thanks, Spotify, for that.
no, just like on the home of my Spotify.
Oh wow. Okay,
Like,
yeah.
You know,
Wonder
it has
how we
like the
made it
top
there.
like yeah.
Thanks, Evie.
Yeah,
Thanks,
shout out
Evie.
Evie,
We know that was you.
formerly working at Spotify.
I was attracted to the art, I think.
Were you?
Yeah. Well,
Which
'cause
one was it at the
It
time?
was back in the day, it was boxes.
I actually was it something to do with checkered? I know that
That's
there's
after.
okay.
When I remember you put us in one of your videos. God bless, thank you
God
so
bless.
much.
All the videos.
Let's thank the Lord. Thank Nayna the Lord.
Oh.
And it was not the artwork we have now, not the one before
Yes.
that, but the one before,
Before
that.
that.
So the
which
one
was
before
Seffi in a
is the
box,
car
me in a
and the-
box. The one
No,
before
that
is
was
us in a
after.
car.
The car
Yes,
with-
yes.
And then even before that is Seffi in a box, me in a box.
What do you mean by a box?
Oh, we might.
You'll know
just
when
get
you
it
see
up.
it.
You'll know.
Here she is.
Yes.
Who are those girls?
Oh my God,
With
yes.
the ice cream with a green hand.
Lightning bolt,
Of course.
Snake, Seffi in her Reputation era as always.
Yeah. At
He
that
is
point, I
really
was,
cute.
I was in
Yeah.
Yeah.
my Draco era at that point.
Yeah, you were.
I was a bit
Yeah,
like.
I think it was also like
Got bad
lockdown,
first
going on
impression.
walks,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
need something.
Oh my
But
God, I'm
trying out a new
sorry.
podcast.
Yeah, go continue. Give us more compliments.
Kind of can't touch the floor.
It was like
It was pandemic.
starting listening to a new podcast is like whoa. I am
There's a lot to get
trying
into.
like
I'm behind.
this is like yes, but also like I've gone well out my comfort zone here.
Yeah.
Like I would happily just listen to stuff, watch stuff I've already seen over and over and
Yeah.
over.
Were you
So
a
this is
podcast
like
person before.
yeah, but I only really had like 2 on.
You didn't love them like you love her.
Definitely not.
Oh, that's nice.
Not
Not-
put words into your mouth
like-
and then go yes.
I've
about
listened
it.
to every episode at least twice.
Nayna,
God,
that's nuts.
Nayna.
At least twice.
That's
Not,
crazy.
not including
You're
like
welcome.
not
That's
including like the
crazy.
last week, but like
Well, that would be
like
really
Monday's one I've
insane.
only listened to once because it is Tuesday
Wow.
today. But I have listened to it, of course. So
God, that is so nice.
kind of heartbreaking. I can't listen to this one.
Of course you can.
No, it's not the same.
No?
Of course you can.
I think it's not the same.
You might want to reflect.
I hope nobody is like, because you know when your favourite
Nayna.
podcast has a guest that you don't
Nayna.
care about, and it's like, shut up.
Overruled.
But do you know what I mean? A little bit.
Overruled.
Yeah.
But you know
No.
when like Friends does a throwback episode, and it's like, this just isn't what I
Filler.
wanted.
Oh my God, that's the worst. When it's like, we're
Yes.
going to do best bits
Oh,
of
yeah.
the thing you've
Yes.
just watched. Like, Thanksgiving episode. No,
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
do it.
Yes, because it's
Yeah,
like, but I have
awful.
watched them all.
Yeah.
Awful.
Like,
Yeah.
so
But
I'm
no, it's
hoping that
definitely not
nobody
that.
is like
honestly,
one
when we
listening
even
is.
put the arm of your
them.
so in our story there were the beans, and your
beans.
arm was in it, and everyone was like, can't believe you're with Nayna. Oh my
Really?
god,
Nice reception.
crossover,
Yeah.
my favourite people. Like, it was really nice.
that's so
People were
sweet.
really excited just to see
Everybody
a glimpse.
loves
A glimpse.
you.
We should have
Yeah.
taken more pictures though.
I know. Let's take some
Yeah,
shots.
Okay.
well, thank you so much.
I know it was love at first sight, for sure.
Was it?
Yeah, genuinely, like, from the first episode, I was like, this is it. Like, I'm ready.
Well, but I don't think I've really emphasised enough that I watched. It must have been one of your
Yes,
first.
we've not really
videos
spoken about
That was your
this.
Edinburgh room tour.
Which one? The
The
really big room.
first year.
First year?
Yeah, you'd like just got to Edinburgh.
Oh my god, but there was
And
like
you had-
20 subscribers at that point.
Oh, well, I was one
Maybe
of them,
not
I
even
guess.
that.
Blue photos, blue
Yes,
things on the wall.
you know, those are the IKEA stock photos.
And I loved it. They went down the street with me. I was like,
Not
God,
even
this guy's got
framed.
style.
Just
I
like
love this guy.
classic.
Yes.
It's like a cactus. Of
Perfect.
course.
Yeah, they hit with me. I was like, whoa, I
So
love
at
that.
At the time,
yeah.
I thought that room ate. I was like, this is
No,
like,
it was
oh my god, I have like
gorgeous.
interiorly designed this to the max.
Idiot.
Like,
Love.
it was still ugly.
It wasn't.
It was so blue and like cold.
Peaceful.
That's what I thought it was
Serene.
giving, but it
It was.
wasn't.
It was giving
it
Pisces
was like
Queen.
above a club as well.
Pisces Queen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a bit, yeah,
Are you a Pisces?
for sure.
That's interesting.
Oh.
Cancer? No.
Wow.
I actually think I am very incompatible with cancers.
Interesting.
But
I'm meant
not
to
really
be
based
most
on anything.
compatible with them.
Really, with cancers?
Yeah.
What cancers do you know, Sophie?
I don't know any, but it was on charts.
Not to
Not
name
by
them.
chance.
I don't know.
okay.
Yeah, maybe I think it's because it was on a chart. It was like Capricorn and Cancers do not get on, and I thought I don't know any.
You thought, yeah, I
I know
agree
Really?
with
so
that.
many Sagittarius, and I know so many Libras and Pisces.
Interesting.
So
Aw.
that's quite
And
interesting.
what are you?
My moon is in Pisces, but I'm a
Okay,
Libra.
Libra, yes. Balance.
Are we seeing that? No.
I don't actually know that.
What would you think if you don't know? What
I don't,
You'd just
I
be like two
can't.
cancers.
Isn't that your moon? Like your moon is what people see.
Your
you as.
rising is what people normally see you, and your
Oh.
moon is your internal
Oh, yeah,
emotional.
yeah.
Do you know a lot?
workings.
Can
I don't
I
think
tell
so.
you? My moon and rising are Aquarius.
That's cool.
Oh my god,
Okay,
I
so
see that.
yeah, so do I. I really do.
You don't.
I do.
do.
But also, I just don't really know much about it. But I go on the vibe. It's like Aquarius.
Aquarius,
I see.
yes.
Pisces
Airy.
with-
Well, it's
Yeah.
quite intense because they're all so close. Like to have the same one twice.
Well, I have
And
Libra
then-
twice.
Okay.
And then Pisces moon.
Pisces moon. Okay.
I would love to know what made you start your first, like, do that first video or whatever.
Ooh,
And that is
okay.
quite an Aquarius
Yeah.
thing to do. So something me and Sophie always say behind your back is that
Yeah.
it's so cool of you to have started your channel and done what you've done and whatever, blah, 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 blah. And, like, really an impressive thing for you to do, especially because I know how much Sophie and I lean on each other.
Yeah.
For you to have done
Yeah.
that on your own, I just think is nuts. Also being so young and being a young
know.
girl doing it on your own. It's
Also
just,
at uni, like to go.
it's
'cause
crazy.
my whole thing would be, oh my god, this has always been my fear, that I'd be at school and people would get things up and put it on the whiteboard.
For sure. That
Like,
is.
yeah, it's like, oh my
that is
god,
the biggest
we
fear.
found your video, look, it's on the
Oh,
whiteboard,
yeah.
and it's like, oh my god, kill me.
That
it's
is the worst
blue
thing I can
IKEA
imagine.
stock
Yeah.
photo.
Yeah.
And it's you being like, and now I'm going to do a smoky eye tutorial. Like,
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
god, it's my nightmare. So, did you
Yeah.
ever have the fear of starting it at uni, or was there a reason you waited post school? Or did
So
you?
I
actually
made
don't know your
like
first
2
video, I'm so
videos in like 2016 when I was just after my GCSEs. And then posted them and then I was like, no, I
Baby.
can't, like, it's all too much.
You
like,
posted them.
I did post them.
sorry. In a
took them
secret
back?
way.
Post them and then took them back?
Took them back. I don't think they're...
Forget I said anything,
I don't think I
vibes.
can even see them anymore. Because,
Okay.
yeah,
You're a
Did-
baby.
was it like
Gone
a
into the
secret
abyss.
post, like almost, or did you tell your friends that we're starting?
like, not a single
Sort of thing?
person.
Yeah, that's what I would do for sure.
And
And what
it
was,
was-
the desire?
just, like, I love watching other people's.
Yeah.
Like, that's, like...
Yeah.
I was raised on, like,
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you're watching, you're like... But I have, like, my own take I could do on this morning routine.
And what did you think? Like, because that's what I find really compelling is, like, I've got something to add.
Oh,
And I think
okay.
it's really,
Interesting.
like, a testament to you to be like, how old are you? Like 18 or something?
Yeah, 18.
I'm 18
Yeah.
years old on my own in Edinburgh. And you know what?
No.
I've got something to say.
It's actually so weird to look back on. Like, I can't even
yeah.
really remember it. I actually don't know what I thought, like, I personally... I don't know, like, I didn't have, like, a USP.
You didn't have an agenda.
No,
to-
there was no
yeah.
agenda.
No
But you
ulterior
didn't really need
motives.
one at that point as well, I
No.
don't think. It's just almost like the USP is, I'm
I'm
one of the
me.
gals,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
me, I got
I
a
think, like, your
camera.
personality goes a certain
Uh-huh.
way. Like,
Yeah.
anything you can, like, share that's, like, slightly personal.
Yeah.
Took down those videos because I was like, school, it's like, it's not going to work. Like,
Yeah.
And then, because I was going to uni, I was like, hey, fresh slate, nobody knows me.
Yeah.
Like,
capitalise on
nobody
the anonymity.
cares. Yeah. And it's like, it's kind of awkward to be like, hi, I'm a YouTuber. But you're not, because no one knows, no one watches the videos. Like, it's all like...
Well, but are you still a YouTuber? It's kind of like...
You're not.
No?
But, no. You so
feel like you're
you
not,
so
but-
are, but like obviously in your eyes you're not.
Exactly.
I'm
it's
still
almost
never.
like-
I'm definitely not one now either. Just
Nayna, no.
You are.
Do you think of yourself
Holy
as
hell.
podcasters? Yeah.
Now I do.
Only really recently. I think I actually make a point of being like, so for example, at like parties and stuff, when someone would say like, oh, what do you do? It was almost a bit of a joke with one of my friends. I would always be like, oh, I'd be like, I'm a waitress. I'd just kind of lie. And she'd be like, no, she has a podcast. Like, it's doing well. Like, it's this. And it would always be a thing of like, we were talking about this actually earlier.
Yeah.
Like, why I consistently undersell myself. I basically am always like, I'm a waitress.
It's nothing.
I make something up because I don't want to have the conversation. But recently, I've been trying to like
own it.
Actually say I'm a podcaster, and then they'll say, what's it about? And I'll try and say it's with my friend, blah blah blah. But I hate that conversation.
And it's so hard to not be like, oh, it's just like something really silly. Like
it's just
me and my friend being silly on a podcast.
Yeah.
Like,
don't even look at me.
It's
I'm
like
nothing.
so hard to say.
I say it's just us chatting shit, which is a horrific thing to say.
It is actually. Yeah.
It's like, well done, everyone's bored of you. Like, well done, you just made.
But I think it invites questions. If you're like, I'm a podcaster, people are like, I'm intrigued by that. So
which I think when you
that's
don't
why it's
wanna...
kind of hard to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like if you don't want to talk about yourself.
Which
it's not ideal to be like, I'm a podcaster full time.
No, you really don't want to talk about it.
Literally, you may as well say, I'm really interesting. Do you want to quiz me on anything?
They always say, oh, I wanted to have a podcast, it was called this, like me and my friend have a thing. Or they always say, can I come on as a guest? It will always be those two
always
things.
can I come on as a guest?
That's what people say.
I think people think
so
that's
weird.
like I literally got it the other day.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, your joke was can I come on and guest?
Cyrus?
Now my joke has to be, you're a bit boring. Do you know what I mean? Like by default, my only response is, no.
That is an outrageous
Are you
thing
Nayna?
to
Are
say.
you Miley Cyrus?
No, don't look like it. Then no.
It's
Can
really
I come
weird.
on as a guest?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I think
I don't like that. That's kind of
horrific.
insinuating that you can turn up and just like
Knock it
you're
out
ready
and you're
to.
there, yeah.
That'll
But
be the
also-
best episode you guys have ever had. Like what?
But also once you've sold it as it's just us chatting shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of free reign.
Well, why am I not invited?
Yeah, okay,
Oh,
true.
Stop me if you want me to shut up.
No. I'm just trying to think. Was that going somewhere?
Well, I was gonna say the stretch.
What was that about?
Yeah, that was about your beginning.
Okay, yes.
She's finding her feet
Yes,
in
yes,
YouTube,
yes.
and why am I
Oh,
doing
look,
this
you've
sort
got
of
a real
thing?
format going.
Well, I would love to know. I would love to know on the other side how your relationship to what you have been making has changed over the course of that time, and almost like how come I don't know how comfortable you feel in talking about this, but like what your relationship is to it now. Stop me at any
Let me
moment.
think. So even when I was like a teenager on Instagram, I would always be like trying to take like a cool picture.
Okay.
Or like
Give
asking people,
something.
ask my brother like he'd take like 10 pictures or like 100 pictures. Like I wanted it to be like something cool.
She's saying
even though
something,
I don't
yeah.
really know why. And that was kind of like my reputation at school.
Really?
Not like, as in just, not like in a good way or a bad way, just like, you kind of love your Instagram sort of thing.
Okay, so what does your Instagram look
Actually,
like at the
maybe
time?
people are going to watch this and be like, no one cared about that.
They're going to scroll all the way back and
But
be
as in
like...
just like, I think, like, I definitely put in like a decent amount of effort for no apparent reason.
Oh my god, that's so...
I don't know
So did you
why.
enjoy it? Was it
Yeah,
like
just like the
creatively-
creative, like, the vision, the, like, curation of like, these are things that I think are cool. Like it's kind of like your little like diary. Like people, the way people view it is the way
Oh my god,
that you are.
I'd love to know what...
Sorry, I just want to shake you and like throw you around the room.
Okay,
Like,
I would so do that with you.
so
Please.
cool. It's like a young girl. It's like you
don't
really,
know.
you were compelled to give something, and for why? Question mark. What were you going to say, Sophie?
I was going to say, what were you consuming at the time? Like, were you a Zoella girl? Like, all of this? Like,
Yeah.
what was the... Because I feel like at that young age, there's got to be something driving you to like see yourself in it. And I was going to say, what were you consuming?
Like Zoella, but also like the American, like
Yeah.
I can't even remember all their names, but like
But they meant so
Mia,
much.
one of them,
Okay.
Mia, the one
Shout out
Sierra Furtado,
Okay.
Ooh.
like really kind of random,
Yeah.
like not relatable to my life at
okay.
all. I feel like
But,
just the American vibe is like
aspirational.
yeah,
Yeah.
just like the really highly saturated.
Yeah. American.
Marla Catherine.
Don't know.
Ever had
these
her?
are these are like niche people.
I
It was
not.
my
I
time,
feel like
I
some
reckon.
people will be like, no, I
They-
know that.
no,
Yeah,
loads of
yeah,
people
they
will,
will.
Like
It's a
so
personal
random
experience.
though, but very much like American people.
Yeah.
And a few like, do you remember Family Fizz?
No, God, you're pulling out
Not
crazy
that I was
names.
inspired by them. This is like a little Brighton family.
Oh my god, so cute. Family Fizz.
Yeah.
Cute.
I don't know if it's still called. They do still
so
exist.
cute. I only know the problematic
Like,
sort of family
bloggers.
bloggers, only sort of like what are they
well,
called?
are they all
Shay-
problematic? That's the question.
Who
That's
are
the
they?
question.
Shay, go to jail. Like, you're horrific.
Jail, do not pass go, do not collect 200 quid.
What
like
is
crazy.
wrong with you?
In uni, it was just like something to do. I feel like in first year, it was a bit like I wasn't really friends with my flatmates, so it was like this is like something I can like spend my time on.
And you felt confident in it? Like, if it came
Like
up in
I
real life
still
convo.
would never ever like even like my very best friends. I never like sat them down and told them they had to find out for themselves.
Jesus, no, that's nuts.
And like I didn't post on my Instagram like I've posted a YouTube video ever until like I had like 100k subscribers.
Yeah.
Like and like
Is
I told my
so
mum when I was
interesting.
like 2 years ago, like as in
Stop.
years in, and she was like, "Yeah, I know." Like
Oh,
I
but
just
it's
never
almost
sat
like,
anyone down.
Sort of coming out. I mean, like, guys, I actually come out
No,
as
it's literally
a really
a YouTuber.
successful YouTuber.
YouTuber.
And everyone's like,
I
we
just let
already
people
knew.
find it.
We've known
We could
for
see that a mile
years.
off. Yeah. Oh,
I've known since you were born.
Yeah, we
literally
know. We
always
know.
know.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah, because I thought it was kind of like embarrassing. Like, also if you tell someone, then it's like, oh, so you want to talk about it now? Like, you want to have, and it's like, well, no, I don't actually want to have that
Yeah.
conversation. So why?
It's
would I
just
bring
something
it
I'm
up?
doing.
Yeah.
It does say something about, like, I feel like there's integrity to
The
just doing it,
confidence.
yeah, and not kind of having to answer for it. It's a
Yeah.
bit kind of reputation, there will be no explanation. Only reputation.
Oh, there's
like-
no explanation.
Yeah, there was
but
no
it's also
explanation.
like it's not confidence; it's a secret.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit, but we can reframe it now.
No, I think it is reframing it.
Like,
You're not
obviously, it's
looking for anyone
it's
else's opinion.
It's not screaming and shouting. It's just like, I'm
Yeah.
doing a thing. You will find it when you find it.
Quite luxury.
When it comes up on
Yeah.
your... Well, it is quite luxury. You'll find it when it
Yeah.
comes up on your homepage. I don't need to tell you about it.
Yeah.
I get the thing
Yeah.
of like... The fear is, okay, everyone sees
Is gonna
it.
laugh at
Or like,
me.
I always get
Yeah.
it, for example, like, when there's like a group of people, like once when I actually was a waitress, the chefs were like, "Oh, we're gonna play your podcast out loud whilst we're cleaning
No.
tonight," and I was like, "Don't you dare!" Like, I'll
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
probably actually like
annoyed.
evaporate out of embarrassment.
Yeah.
So like, I feel like that's the fear
Yeah,
of like in a group
exactly.
setting, the video comes on.
Yeah.
So I totally get it. It's like self-preservation of like,
Yeah.
you don't see that.
Yeah, it's very like personal.
Yeah.
Like I don't watch YouTube or
And
listen
it's
to a
visual.
podcast with other people. So
No.
why should
No.
people be consuming
It's
your
intimate.
content? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Obviously, if I'm not there, it's fine.
Totally.
It's not ideal.
It's
Like, I
encouraged.
don't want to
ideal.
think about it, but like,
Yeah.
go for
My
it.
cousin said something like the other month, and it's like really stuck with me because I just feel like no one else has put that word on it. Where he was like, because I was saying to Steffi the other day, if people who we know or someone that has known me, went to school, whatever, blah, 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 but you're listening to the podcast because you're actually a consumer of the podcast now. You're not just listening to be like, what's that girl Erin and Morali up to?
Yeah.
It's so different. But my cousin
Yeah.
was like, sometimes I'll listen just to kind of hear your voice and see what you're chatting about, blah, blah, blah. But he's like, but sometimes I stop and I'm like, it's too voyeuristic. And I
Yeah.
was like, that word is so perfect for it because it really is like, of course, it's a public thing that you're creating. And I think sometimes people like play into that a bit too much or almost like plead ignorance of like, well, you
Well,
made
it's
it public, so
Yeah.
I've watched it. And it's like,
Yeah.
but you know it's voyeuristic of
Yeah.
you
Totally.
because I'm giving something that is, you're not my audience.
Yeah.
You're some guy that I met once
Yeah.
or you're this my person, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, my mum always, like a few times, has said like she would never like.
Yeah.
Feels like
Yeah.
she's like sneaking through my room, like looking through my stuff.
Yeah,
like,
my mum's like, it's eavesdropping. Like,
yeah,
It is eavesdropping.
It is kind of like reading your diary.
It is a bit.
Like some things, it's like it's so personal that I only want strangers to hear that.
Exactly.
So true.
It's like I wouldn't
Yes.
necessarily tell like some
friend,
random
a
person
vague.
from my like tutorial this thing.
Yeah.
But it's like, but I know that you have put it out for anyone to see, and that's like
Yeah.
But you're talking
you've
to
made that choice.
your audience who is
Yeah,
a
true.
specific person.
And also, I feel
Yeah.
like some people think that if you say it on the podcast, you're
Happy for it to go
you're
out
kind of
wherever.
inviting like a
Yeah.
dialogue. But I feel like I wouldn't say it to my friends because they'll answer back and they'll say, "Oh, well, tell me more about that." But I can say exactly the sentence I want to say with
And let it
no justification or anything, or like I don't have to get into it. But yeah, if I was to say it to my friends, it opens up a whole thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I didn't want you to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to say something and then someone be like, oh, I heard you said this. Like,
Exactly.
I want to know
6
more.
months
I want to
ago.
know about
Tell
that.
me
Like,
more. It's like, no,
that
that was the one bit
I know
wanted
Nayna
to
has
say.
thoughts on this. Let me ask her about it.
Yeah.
5 months later, it's like, no, I was just in secret.
no, especially
I changed
because
my mind.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's over now. I don't think that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's the scary thing when it's all out of date. It's like, no, that's like 4
There is
years
so
old.
much,
And I barely
that's
believed
how
it
I
at the
feel about the
time.
IKEA bedroom.
Yeah.
It's so out of date.
Yeah. It's like, I liked it for 2 months.
Yeah, kind of not even that. I had to like
really
edit the
landed
pictures for the
me.
thumbnail heavily. It's
back
weird
at
that
it,
like
like-
other people have a memory of that.
Of your
Yeah.
bedroom.
Yeah,
First
because
yeah.
I
Our
can't
first
really even
meeting.
remember it.
I remember
Fascinating.
watching my first impression with you was just like sweetest, most beautiful angel on the planet. Like I literally just thought, whoa, what a beautiful girl with a
Cutie pie.
stunning room. Yeah, cutie Gonzalez.
I think my first impression of you guys was like emotionally intelligent.
Whoa.
Obviously, I
so
couldn't
much.
see.
So
So I feel like it's a bit different.
Ugly.
Okay.
I didn't think you guys were great looking, but
I don't know if I followed you straight away.
yeah.
So I feel like it was just the voice, and there was like maybe a month where it was like, which one is talking right
Yeah.
Totally. I feel like
We
that's
still
now?
get
Not like
that now.
Now it's like, how can you not?
Yeah.
Really?
Like if
Yeah.
I'm listening, like there's no doubt, like one word and I know.
Yeah.
You could even
But-
probably, I reckon, as someone who's listened of your caliber, a listener of your caliber,
An
could
expert.
probably tell from a transcript who's saying
Yeah,
what.
I think so. Like
Well,
it is quite.
There are transcripts
Distinct
on the,
voices.
there are transcripts now on podcasts,
Exactly,
and ours
yeah.
are literally
Really?
like
They don't read well.
pathetic to hear us read back. It's just like, okay, Stans. Okay, cool. Stans.
Yeah,
cute.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
cool,
let's.
It's
Yeah, okay.
Imagine reading that.
Yeah.
Absolutely dreadful.
It's
It's a headache.
It's awful. And then it gets just like unbearably sincere for the rest of it.
Very quickly.
Very quickly,
And then you
yeah.
like really expose yourself.
Yeah,
like 2
yeah.
sentences.
I would love to know how your confidence has changed in social media, because I feel like obviously there must have been so many points of it that were really validating of like, yay, I've put effort into my Instagram, for example, or like I love this and I'm good at it. And other people are connecting with that and telling me that they agree, and I'm getting signposts that I'm on the right track. But also I'm sure there were challenges too.
Yeah. I think in lockdown was when I first like really like committed. Like
Really?
twice a week, every week.
Videos.
Yeah. And I
It's a lot.
like
Yeah.
the uni just let us like pass.
Really?
So and my like part-time job I was also like I can't remember furloughed from. So I didn't
Yeah.
even like I was just like this
A
was it.
project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would like just wake up and do this every day, 7 days a week. And that was like
God,
so
so
much fun.
Yeah.
And I think that's when it was like really obviously people were like consuming more. So it was like
Yeah.
growing. And
Yeah.
that is like kind of like the heyday of it all.
You think?
I think, yeah. And then I don't know, I think now like presently I would say I'm like really unconfident in
the
it.
space or in life generally, and I hope you're okay. As in right
I
now.
would say
Probably,
It always is, right?
yeah, probably in life. But maybe coming out. I feel like
I
my
hope so.
post-grad flop era has lasted 2 years, but I'm thinking it's almost done. It's like you're in a degree right now, but
Yeah,
like
yeah. You're
Don't worry,
in
we're like 4 years in and we're still
Yeah.
really, does
flopping.
it not get
Yeah.
better?
No. Yeah, no, well,
Of course it
I
does,
don't
it
know.
does.
Yeah, it does. it does.
Okay. I think it's like I've like moved on now
from
from like the heartbreak of it being over uni.
yes.
Yeah.
Like
And
that,
it is a
I
heartbreak,
wouldn't go
right?
back now. It's like it's done. It's in the past.
It's past.
But it's still like figuring out like what now is
Yeah.
Totally.
and like the vibe.
It's also
Is it the
The
vibe?
vibes.
Yeah, the vibes. Yeah. The vibes also still being that you're in education, so it's almost like you're still
Yeah.
getting echoes of that like uni
Yeah.
life.
And I think that has in a sense like falsely healed
Yeah,
it.
because it's like it's so
Yeah.
different.
It like balms it.
Yeah.
But also
not for the right
weirdly,
reason.
it's calling. It's kind of the throwback episode. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
but I'm having flashbacks kind of every
Yeah.
day. It's in it.
Yeah.
But it's not the same.
It's not the same. And
No.
especially because everybody around me is doing like such different things
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't have the same.
Not living with Neve anymore, for example.
No.
Who we love.
Hi, Neve.
That was a big, oh my God, guys, she will absolutely like.
we love Neve.
Oh my god, totally.
Yeah.
Neve, let's arrange.
Neve, come
like,
on down.
some
No,
drinks or
stop.
something,
There's a
you
spare
know.
microphone here.
Yeah, there is. Number 2.
It's quite
3 and 4.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Safi and Wing and Neve and Nayna.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh no, stop.
Oh no.
It's iconic.
Sorry, I'm a bit of a
That's
mess in this. It's all good.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. No, thank you for having me.
Thank
I
you
don't know.
so
I've not said enough
I
about how much I love
roll.
you guys, but I'm just hoping that because
Nayna,
everybody,
please.
So
everybody, it's like I'm living everybody else's dream. And I want them to know. I want everybody to know that, like, I know that.
No, you're actually not with it.
No, trust me. Like,
you're actually not thinking straight. You're in your wrong mind.
No, but I'm telling you that that's the truth.
Thanks.
That's actually so
that's really nice. That's really nice.
That's actually so nice. Thank you so much.
Like, of all the people, like, I ended up here.
Oh my god, that's actually so nice.
You're so sweet.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We love
like, our lives for doing this.
We really
like,
actually
thank you so
Thank
much.
you for having me and for the cookies.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah,
I hope
can't
you
wait for
enjoyed
you
them.
to
Yeah, I've actually been thinking about them.
Good.
Oh my god, I hope you enjoyed them.
Okay,
Cool,
bye.
great.